We become the South Park of D&D streamers or whatever.
Yeah,
We're like the guys
that's a
that
slide.
live on the edge.
Heads up. All right, cool. So welcome, guys, to our new campaign. It doesn't have a name yet, so we'll figure that out as we play.
Campaign
we are
alpha.
playing this would be beta because we already did alpha.
Yeah, but they're
So we are
betas.
playing the Dungeon
Yeah.
World system. It's powered by the Apocalypse system, using 2d6 instead of a d20. As I was explaining a little bit before, I do allow PvP. We will not be using the Powered by the Apocalypse rules for PvP, though. We'll be using just opposed rolls, kind of like D&D does. So if you fight your fellow player, you'll roll plus your stat, and then they'll roll to defend plus their stat, and the highest wins. So also, this game has no like defined initiative or movement speed. We're going to move around the fictional space as it makes sense. I will kind of call on you in an order. Kind of whoever decides they're going to act first is probably acting first, and then we'll kind of just like go from there. So there's that. Leveling will be handled through milestone leveling. So that way you can't cheese the system. Dungeon World's system, while it's designed to encourage players to roll, also allows basically cheesing your way up to 10 pretty quick. So there's that. Don't be afraid to die. There is a system in place for replacing your characters, which we'll kind of get to as long as your character survives through the first encounter. So there's that. Questions for me about the system?
I know all about death.
Do you make the rules up as you go?
No.
Sometimes. Those are some of the things from the onset. I think that's all like housekeeping type stuff. Your characters are all wildly in debt. That's sort of like the core thing that's going to bind everyone together. In the beginning, think about what characters you might already know. We're not going to do long character introductions. We're basically going to like do a description of your character, name, and that's pretty much it. So to discover your character's backgrounds, it's going to be up to you as the players to talk amongst yourselves, ask each other questions, and that's how we're going to find out who your characters are and what they're all about. So any questions from there?
No. Sounds good.
All right. So for the world that we're in, I have a large overview map. So this is the continent at large. It is the all the world that you characters know anyways. There may be other continents, but no one knows about them. This is taking place in the I guess I need to be on this map too. So we're starting off in the area of Grandia. So we're going to very briefly start off in the main capital of Grandia City, and then there'll be a transfer to Brambleshire, which is where we'll pick up. So we'll do this. So this is the city of Grandia. I'll credit the artist of Google Gemini. Thanks, Google Gemini, for drawing this image for me. Always important to credit the artist. Okay, so we start off in the city of Grandia, and someone.
Oh,
The first one of the season.
that means we won, right?
So
Yes.
we won.
Yes, Joel.
That was
and I,
easy. That was easy.
As
Like,
soon as he drops, we're in charge. So we all get 100 gold points.
100 gold, got it.
100 gold. Okay.
DM. That's when the DM died.
And then we murder the DM. Oh, hello.
So, Michael, are you just a Defy Danger elf too?
Yeah. Okay. So I'll explain that real quick. So, well, and stream can't see that oddly, interestingly enough. But so because I'm running from 2 different computers, so one computer is streaming and one computer is where I'm controlling everything, and that allows me to do a couple of things. That the computer I'm controlling, then it doesn't on the stream. It doesn't show all my drop downs, rolls, any of that stuff.
I got you,
see the rolls
Michael.
on the screen. Yeah. Okay. So, but anyways, the way the stream is set up,
Oh, no.
that icon's not visible stream wise. But anyways, all right. So we are in the town of Grandia. You are all wandering somewhere about in the city. Snoozefest has entered the chat. Hello, Snoozefest. Nice to have you. You all wandering the city of Grandia. It's likely that you guys don't have permanent residence at this point in time, being as in debt as you are. So let's see who is wandering around that we're going to meet first. Right now, you're all wandering separately. Also, I said, keep in mind what other characters you might know, because when you meet up, you can be like, hey, what are you doing here? Or something to that effect. So who wants to be approached first?
I'd like to go towards the middle.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So we see wandering the city. Who are you, Derek? What do you look like, and what is your name?
So I'm about 7 foot tall, spotted cow, spotted tauren.
Mhm.
I do have horns, even though I'm a female. I'm a female. My do I go ahead and tell you my name and everything else too, Michael?
Yeah, just name and physical description.
All right, and my name is Mooreen.
And so, what are you doing in the city right now?
I am going around looking for a job, trying to get a little
Okay.
bit of money, just whatever I
Just
can
hunting for
find at the
employment.
time.
Yep. So as you're wandering through the city, maybe in some more shady areas where work is available, but people aren't taking it, this youngish male elf walks up to you. He's wearing sort of a vest, looks almost like a uniform, has what appears to be a name tag that says Rhett on it, like R-H-E-T, Rhett. So Rhett approaches you, and he says, hello there. Are you Mooreen?
Yes, I am. What can I do for
Oh,
you?
wonderful. Yes. Well, I'm a delivery person of sorts, and I have a piece of parchment for you. Looks pretty official. Fancy paper. Well, here you go.
I take it.
Oh,
Open
great,
it up.
great.
And try. All right.
So,
I can't
as
read
you-
it. I can't read it because I can't read.
Oh no.
So there's this
That's great.
there's this old lady
Already
sitting
great.
next to me with white hair, and I say, "Ma'am, can you help read this?" Go. Next introduction.
So
You're towards the middle. There's only like 5 of us.
yeah. So Danny.
So Danny.
Go ahead.
Oh, I gave
This
you
cow
the
just
letter
asked you
'cause
for help.
I can't read, so I asked you to read the whatever letter they just gave me.
Moving. You do remember me, don't you? We're in the book club together. It's a picture book club, mind you, but
Yes, letters all don't look right to me. How are you doing, Estelle?
it's magic.
Magic.
So
And I'll read the letter out loud. Whatever
Alright.
it says.
so yeah, as you open the letter and read it, it's a letter of inheritance. So
Ooh.
Mooreen, you receive this letter, and it says, you've been summoned to the to basically a lawyer's office, and to receive an inheritance.
From who, Michael?
of-
From who?
it doesn't say.
Oh no.
Yes. Who the inheritance from is not listed. Just that you'll be receiving one of great importance. Meanwhile, Estelle, as you're standing there reading this, the elf lad looks over and he says, "Oh, Estelle, you're Estelle?
Yes, I am.
Oh,
I'm
great.
just here feeding the
So-
birds.
Yes, I actually have a letter for you as well.
Ooh, goody. Good thing I know how
He
to
hands you
read.
He hands you the letter. So I also want to caveat, when both of you received your letter, the minute like you touched it, you felt sort of like a chill across your body, and then suddenly this like feeling that like everything was going to be okay.
Must be a draft. And I'm gonna pull
So,
my brightly colored shawls closer to me.
Okay,
As I'm
and do you
sitting
read
there,
the letter?
what you see is a very elderly looking woman who appears to be about 6 foot tall until she stands up and stretches, revealing that she's also about 7 foot tall. She is
Popular
a
number.
half stone giant. Oh dear, it looks like we need to go see what this is all about.
So Estelle, if you open your letter, it is the very same thing. You are also receiving an inheritance.
As far as I know, none of my grandchildren are dead.
So we'll posit that Estelle and Maureen start making their way towards the law office, and we're gonna cut over to another part of the city, and then I'm just gonna pick on someone at this point. So Alex, what are you doing in the city?
Okay, so I'm probably in the much more seedier area of the city.
Mhm.
You know, waiting to meet up with people about certain contracts that I would be carrying out for them.
Okay, and what do you look like?
So apparently I'm one of the shorter people, like 5'10", a little older, it's like mid-40s, or a little younger than these apparently. I'd say like mid-40s, little balding, definitely like a slim build.
Yeah,
Very
and are you wearing like dark clothes?
more
or...
on the formal style of dressing.
Okay,
Oh, lost
cool.
another.
We lost Derek. He's back. All right. So yeah, you're standing maybe leaning against the wall, just kind of waiting, for contacts or whatever.
Mhm.
And here again, this little like elf lad walks up to you. Vest, name tag, Rhett. It says, "Oh, and how do you say your name?"
Darceris.
Okay. He says, "Excuse me, would you be Darceris by chance?"
I would be.
Oh, wonderful. I have a letter for you.
I reach out and grab it, and
Yes,
I'm
thank you.
assuming it says the exact same thing.
Yeah, he says, it's busy day. So many people to see. Lots of letters to deliver. All right. Well then,
Be on your way.
it's nice. Yes. All right. And then he kind of holds his hand up for some coin.
I have no money. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Flat broke.
Well, perhaps you could provide me with some wisdom. Yes.
Don't gamble. It's a terrible way to lose money.
Yes. I would never. It's a nasty habit. Just a nasty habit. People become enslaved to their gambling.
I should know.
Well then, have a great day. And he wanders off. And so yes, here again, as soon as you grab the letter, chills, and then a sense that everything's gonna be okay. Like your luck is changing.
Okay.
And then
I
then you
head
wander
off to the law office, I guess.
Yep. Yeah. All right, Tom. Character's name and what you look like.
Yeah. I'm Essex. Just thrown out of a bar. Just chucked out because of my mighty stature of 4'11" and a half. Strong and mighty. I'm a dwarf.
Yeah. All right. And what are you wearing?
Just a tunic. Kind of ratty. Kind of dusted up. Kind of down on my luck.
Okay. Cool.
Beard about yay length down.
Okay. All right. What color?
Brown.
Okay.
But you can't tell if it's really brown or if it's just dirt.
Okay. Nice. So yeah, I mean, so literally, you're tumbling out of the bar from being thrown out. Are you intoxicated?
No. I would
Okay.
never.
All right.
They would never admit to it, but
Okay. So you come like kind of tumbling out of the bar, and as you sort of roll on your back, you look up, and this little elf lad is looking down at you, and he says, "Pardon me, are you Essex, per se?"
First say who's asking.
Well, my name is Rhett, and I'm a delivery boy of sorts. I deliver all sorts of things. It's contract work. I'm not beholden to any one company, but anyways, just a young lad trying to make some coin. Well, I have a letter for you.
Well, thank you. I'll take it.
And yeah, he hands it over, and he kind of looks you up and down, and he says, pardon my rudeness, but sir, you smell.
Yes.
Perhaps a bath would I don't know, help you freshen up, and maybe you wouldn't be
Are
such
you-
predicaments.
Offering or suggesting?
Oh, just suggesting. I have.
Well, piss off.
My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend. Anyways, have a tip-top day. Goodbye. And we're here again, much like the others. You grab it, chills, feeling lucky. You open it up, inheritance.
Ho ho ho. All right,
So,
on my way to it.
Yep. All right. Now, Joel.
All right. I am just walking around.
Okay. Any particular part of the city? Are you in a market, or are you in?
Yeah, I
you know-
would say I'm probably in the markety areas, but like in the seedier markety areas.
Okay. All right. So as you're sort of walking around, looking at wares, and just kind of touching things. Do me a favor and roll a discern realities on your. Let's go with intellect.
Sure. That isn't gonna be good. Fucking dice roller, dude. How about you do it for me, Michael?
Okay. Oh yeah, because you're a tablet.
Yeah, this fucking tablet's a piece of shit.
All right, so
My intellect is a just no modifier.
no modifier. Good. All right, so that's a 7. So you feel a presence behind you, but it's only like in the very last second that you realize it before you suddenly get a tap on your shoulder from behind.
Okay, I turn around surprised and say nothing, staring at this person.
Yeah. So once again, elf lad. Oh, sorry. I hope I didn't startle you. But well, anyways, I'm Rhett. I'm making deliveries, and I have a letter here for you. I believe. Your Nix, is that correct?
You are not mistaken.
Ah, yes. And then what is your Nix is your character's name? What do you look like?
I am about 5 foot, and I'm wearing nice clothes with a cloak, like a dark cloak.
Okay. All right. And hair color?
Like black, pale skin, dark eyes.
And yep. So you grab the letter, chills, feeling lucky, open it up. It's a summons for inheritance.
And I look at him and I say, I know no one around here that has any cash that I'm interested in. Who is this from?
He says, "Oh, well, I just do the deliveries. I don't know who's commissioned the delivery or anything like that. It's I go to the local post office, and I pick up all the sort of hand delivered goods that they need and deliver them around. It's contract work. I'm not beholden to them in any way. I like to travel across the world at large, trying to just
I-
see all the sights and picking up work.
I just face push the kid away and keep walking.
All right, I'm sorry. And then he looks a little dejected and just kind of like walks away. And so yeah, start making your way. Let's see. Estelle and Maureen, they're already traveling together. And you're all heading in the same direction. Essex, as you're walking, who do you run into that you know as you're headed in this direction?
I think I walk by Nyx.
Okay. Yeah, and how's that interaction play out?
Nyx, is that you over there?
And I turn, and I'm like, yo, it's been a long time.
Don't go to those seedy parts of town anymore.
It's the only place to be.
Wow. I see. You still holding up after those battles?
My attire does do wonders to hide the old scars.
You know, they say scars are what we live for.
Maybe some, but not me.
After a moment's time, you realize you're walking the same direction.
All right. Where are you, Pertel, going to, my friend?
Huh? Good friend, it's my lucky day. I'm winning some money.
You're winning some money, so you
I'm
still at
winning
it, huh?
some money. Hey. Luck will one day be on my side, and I will pay off what I am owed.
Well, let me tell you, I too am lucky today, for some nitwit has given me someone else's fortune.
Well, man, same day. Wow, what are the odds?
Let's go get rich, my friend.
Yeah, all right. First round's on you.
And the second and third's on you.
So as you guys walk along, Darceris, you also end up walking alongside one of these two groups. Which one is it?
Probably Essex and Nyx, because they're both coming from a seedier area of town.
Okay.
Fine choice.
So do you know both? Do you know them both, or just one of them?
I've probably bumped into, let's say, Nyx before,
Okay.
but not
So
like
you-
a personal friendship level.
Yeah. So yeah, you see the two of them walking, and you sort of like are going the same way, and maybe you're even like slightly behind, but you notice that you've been going the same way for like a pretty hot minute, making kind of the same turns.
Do either of
and
you
so-
have your letter out?
No.
No.
No, mine
Okay.
would be folded up in my
Okay. So
but-
as I see
yeah,
that we're
because
making
I'm-
the
yeah. Good.
As I see that we're making the same turns, I'm gonna run up to not run up, just speed up to Nyx and just start walking right next to him and just, why, hello there, friend.
Oh, well, this day is weird. Running into everybody that I seem to have met before. What brings you in here?
I've someone's left me their will, or so it seems that I've
Huh. It's
gotten
interesting.
one, and I've never met this person in my life.
Me too.
But it gives me a chance to pay off some money I'm owed.
Oh man, I'm just gonna spend it. Me and Essex are gonna drink it away today.
I feel like there might be a twist of some sort, but we'll see what's happening.
Yeah, twist
fun.
of the bottle.
Ah. Not in a D&D game. All right, so yeah, you guys are sort of making your way. I imagine Maureen and Estelle have already arrived first. So you arrive at the law office, and you're already in like the waiting room, and in walks Darceris, Essex, and Nyx. Now, do either Estelle or Maureen know either of the three of them?
Not at all. I give him the blank cow stare.
I'm gonna do that little squinty-eyed thing and just squint really hard and be like, Essex? Essex, is that you? Yes, you!
Oh,
I'm
Estelle!
gonna step away from Essex because this person's making me uncomfortable.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I haven't seen you since the last time I outdrank you.
Well, I don't know how often that's gonna happen.
Well, we're rocking 2-0 so far. Want to go for the third?
I don't have the money this time. I'm not good for it.
Well, if there's letters to be anything to say about it, I'm about to have some money. Apparently Maureen here is too. Oh, sorry, have you met Maureen?
No, I have not.
She's from my book club. My picture book club.
I elbow Essex and be like, walking White Russian.
Huh. So, let me get this straight. We've all received letters of inheritance?
Oh, you've got some money coming too?
That would seem so.
I don't
Oh,
think
God,
we're
where'd
getting
you come
much
from?
money then.
I need you to be in a straight line in my vision. I can't really see that well to the sides.
So you guys banter on for just a little bit, and then the door opens to the main office, and there's this sort of dark elf with white hair, and he says, "Looks like everyone's here. All right then. Actually, hold on. Is there Estella? Is there an Estella? No.
I'm
Are any of you
Estelle.
Estella? Ah, yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I guess I was expecting someone younger.
Hey, I will have you know I'm 165 years young man.
Ah, yes. Yeah. Oh, okay. Anyways,
But
well, for an elf, that is quite young, but I can see you are not as such. So, at any rate, if you will all come in, yes, please come in. And so he beckons you into the room, and he sits down behind his desk, and you're greeted by this gentleman here. As he sits down and starts pulling out the papers and necessary things. And there's only 2
Quite
seats.
handsome. Would you like to meet my granddaughter?
He says,
I have
No.
100 of them. Take your
he
pick.
gestures. He says, anyways. And he gestures, says, there are 2 seats if anyone would like them. You don't all have to stand if you don't want to.
I'm just gonna keep standing up and
Yeah.
just start fiddling around with like books on the shelf.
Yeah.
Do any of these have pictures?
I regurgitate my lunch and start chewing my cud, just blankly looking at him.
I throw up a little in my mouth and I move away from him.
Maureen,
yep.
that's not polite. We're in company.
All right. So he says, all right, well, I am Sir Reginald Archetype the Fifth. That doesn't really matter, but that's who I am. Might I see all of your letters, please?
Presented.
I pull out mine and Maureen's. Hand them to him.
Do you hand yours over to Nyx?
Oh yeah, I said same.
Okay. So yeah, he collects all the letters and he looks at them all to verify. Yep. Good. All right. So you are all here for an inheritance from one Don Mek Hortlak. I don't. I assume you know who he is. For all of you, this is Don Mek Hortlak, from whom you are all indebted to.
Nice man. Weird face.
Does
he
that mean our
says,
debt's gone?
Well, I have here a set of conditions, I'm afraid. Don Mek has left you a tavern. It's called the Deadman's Tavern. It's in the neighboring town of Brambleshire. And the way that it reads is that if you accept this tavern as your inheritance, then all of your debt will be forgiven.
Son of a bitch, I'm in.
Yeah, that sounds like you.
You
Would
had
we
me
be-
at tavern.
He says, I am to understand the tavern is in a bit of a rundown state. But nonetheless, it is property, and property is money. So if I could get everyone to sign, and he pulls out a little ledger, signing for the property.
I sign.
I make my X.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sign away.
I give a
Yep.
large signature that kind of overlaps over top of a couple of the other signatures.
And he says, "Brilliant, yes." And he rolls it up real quick, and sort of like puts it away, and he says, "All right then. Well, I've arranged for the realtor in charge of the property to come and show it to you, and he will be here momentarily. If you will retire back to the weight room, that would be much appreciated."
I retired about 20 years ago.
I hate my job.
All right, toodaloo.
Yeah.
Call me if you want one of my grandchildren.
He says, "I won't." So you guys, so you're back in the waiting room waiting for this realtor. What is the feeling? What is the vibe?
From underneath my heavy robes that hide my figure, I'm just going to pull out from my adventuring gear a plate of cookies and be like, "Cookie, anyone?"
I lick one off her hand with a huge tongue.
I politely decline.
Any of the other cookies? Anyone else?
Are they untarnished by cow tongue?
Yes, I'm not that beastly.
Okay. So I'm gonna grab one of the untarnished cookies and enjoy it. Is it good?
Let's roll on wisdom for Estelle.
Estelle rolls on wisdom.
That's a
Oh,
two.
oh, oh.
They got awful.
They're awful.
Gross.
Whoops, this is the bad time of the baking soda for sugar.
Like, if you eat it, you may feel concerned that it's poisoned.
I'm getting bad memories. I think that's why you outdrank me. You poisoned me that night with cookies.
Oh, you've just got a weak stomach.
Oh,
And I just shove like 5 of the cookies in my own mouth. Oh god!
Roll
Oh,
on your,
never mind.
roll
That
on
was
your
wrong.
Constitution, please.
I'm gonna grab a couple of these cookies and just tuck them inside my coat for future uses.
That's a 3.
You
Wow.
immediately feel sick
Oh,
from
gosh.
your own cookies. This
This is definitely the batch I use baking soda.
You will roll with disadvantage for the next hour. Oh, that is another caveat in this game. The way we're going to handle advantage and disadvantage is like in D&D. So where you'll roll twice. With advantage, you'll take the better of the two, and with disadvantage, you'll take the worst of the two. The PTBA system, typically with advantage, gives like +1 to your roll or -1 to your roll, or so on and so forth. And that's cool and all, but it's specifically late game. It's sort of, if you get advantage, it makes you like it's impossible to fail. So there still needs to be that level of chance. So I think the D&D system works well for that. Anyways, that caveat aside, Estelle, your tummy hurts.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, hope that's not my
So,
gallbladder going.
And Maureen, you have the multiple stomachs, so you're probably fine. So about this time, a troll walks in. So this troll's got blue skin, got a lot of rings on his fingers, semi-nice attire, very, very salesman-y in his demeanor. So McSnizzle walks in. His name's McSnizzle. He says, "All right, you lot, the inheritors of the Deadman's Tavern. Is that all of you?"
I believe it would be.
Ah, yes. Well, I am McSnizzle. I work for Hex 21, the realty company, and I'm here to guide you to your new property. What an exciting time it is!
Whoa, is it going to be a timeshare?
No, we own it.
No,
full-time.
no.
Oh, good,
No.
good. I didn't read the
well,
fine print. It was too small.
I guess only in the sense that you all own it, so you all share it for a time. I don't know. But it is in the town of Brambleshire, which, if we were to travel by foot, would be about a 2-hour walk. I have arranged for a carriage to carry us there. I hope no one is adverse to riding in a carriage. I know there are some people that get sick.
Oh,
Nope.
I think I'll walk just to stretch my legs.
It will take you quite a time to get there if you walk, I'm afraid.
What if I run?
Even if you run, I think you're still looking at an hour to an hour and a half. We could be there in just 20 minutes in the carriage.
Oh, I thought you said it was 2 hours.
2 hours by foot.
Oh. See, I'm still hard of hearing.
Yes. If you've never visited the town of Brambleshire, it's a quaint place. It's very nice. It's very rustic. Anyways, follow me. Walk this way. And then he sort of walks with a jovial air of nobility.
I'm gonna walk with the jovial air of nobility as well.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And so he leads you to the where sort of like the stables for hire are, and he's rented a fairly nice coach, would seat up to 12 people, has cushioned seats. It's 4-horse drawn, and there's this little gnomish fellow at the helm, red hair, kind of a big nose, and he gestures, "Come on in. Yes, right here in the caravan." This is the newest model. Actually, it's called the Odyssey. It's quite nice.
I step on him.
I get in.
Fantastic.
I'll hop in as well.
Same.
And so then the carriage starts carrying you down the road. So while you guys are riding the carriage, McSnizzle is back there with you, and he says, "So, are you all excited to inherit this new property?"
What's the general state of the property?
Well, I'm afraid it's in a bit of disrepair.
I knew
And-
it.
And if I'm being honest, there may be some inhabitants that need clearing out.
Inhabitants.
Like
Yes,
problems? What are we
Creatures or
talking here?
sentient?
well, I don't know the details. I've just been told by a contact I have in the area that, maybe it's overrun with, I don't know, vermin or something. And there are some other oddities concerning this tavern, I'm afraid. I don't have the full details. I think there is a bit of a caretaker there that can fill you in on all the details. It's a little bit unique.
Unique
Okay.
also?
Once again, I don't have the full details, and if I were to explain it to you, I think I would misinform, and I don't want to do that. But suffice it to say that they're once again oddities with the property. It's sort of odd properties are my specialty. I work for a larger corporation that has multiple businesses, and and those businesses are all geared towards handling specialty and oddity items.
Well, I know that the main religion of all of this land is Gola, or one true god
Yes,
for sure.
praise Gola.
But are there any other minor deities that are celebrated there?
In the town of Brambleshire? Brambleshire is, like most places, a pretty Gola-dedicated location. There's a nice little church there in the town square, and it also serves as the government building. They have, lots of clergy that help run the town and make sure that everything is as it should be. Make sure that Gola is praised among highest among all, of course, as is the law.
Yes, of course.
Yes. But it is certainly more laid back than obviously here in the town of Grandia. But as is town life is,
Yes. Okay, thank you.
You will find this tavern is oddly large for the size of town that it's in. I can't imagine why anyone would build a large tavern in a small town. Seems like it would be doomed to fail.
Build a large tavern.
Sounds like quite the adventure.
Yes, well, I don't know if tavern finance is an adventure, but some might like it. If that's your thing.
So since Gola believes in sacrifice, can we sacrifice our troublemakers?
It's your tavern, and if they're trespassing or it's trespassing or whatever, I believe that's your right. So, who am I to tell you what to do with your property?
Good. Murder. Sacrifice. Yes, sacrifice.
Yes. Well. So what do you all do for a living? We'll start with you. The old one.
Oh, is that me? Am I the old one here?
Either old or lived a hard life, perhaps, if I do say so.
No. I'm 165 years young. This is just from my father's side. He was a stone giant, you see.
Oh, so does that mean... Was he into drugs, then?
No, he was into my mother.
Oh, well, Okay. Oh, you mean he was a giant of stone, not a stoned giant. Sorry, I must have misheard.
Yes. Well, I mean, he did like his pipe tobacco, but we're not going to get into that.
Yes, well, pipe tobacco's not really a drug, is it? It's just more of a thing you do.
Yes, I use tobacco loosely.
So are you, aged as you are, are you unemployed then? Are you a drain on society? I mean, are you retired?
Quite the opposite, actually. I had to take on a little bit of debt because I was helping the orphanage by running a bake sale. But I didn't have enough ingredients, so I took out a small loan so I could get the ingredients.
A small loan, you say?
Yes, a small loan of 1 million gold.
Holy... How many cookies did you make?
You don't remember 3 years ago? Everyone in the city had 300 cookies.
And they all fucking died, I remember.
Roll on wisdom, please.
The fuck was my wisdom? Oh, yes, a 0. Sorry, my intelligence is an 8. I don't remember what the fuck I'm talking about.
Oh, God, you boys in the city.
Oh boy.
So many orphans died that day.
I told you I remember that day. It was a lot of deaths. Called it the Cookie Massacre, and now I understand. I always thought that was a mistype.
They were filled with love and rat poison.
Is that the day they refer to as the culling?
I don't think I've heard of it, but maybe.
Yes, I seem to remember a time when, well, there were no orphans.
All the orphans had a home in the graveyard?
Are people still?
Unfortunate souls.
Michael, has the effects of the cookies worn off on us yet? Are we still kind of?
No, this is like a
Oh,
20-minute drive.
Only Estella. Only Estella's got cookie poisoning still. Yeah. I mean, once again, you have multiple stomachs, so I imagine you'd process it pretty quick.
Yeah.
And you only had like a cookie or two. Estella crammed 5 in her mouth at once.
All right. So I pull my glass out of my traveling sack and I put some milk in it for my udders and I hand it to Estelle and say, "Here, dear, this will make you feel better."
Oh, thank you.
Do you drink it?
Fresh.
Don't you have like a healing, like a roll for healing of some sort?
It's just, yeah, I guess it's just a spell. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Is it green? Oh, well, down the hatch.
I think that milk sat in the udder too long.
I think so too. Made her sicker.
Yeah, now you have 2 hours of disadvantage.
I'm functionally useless.
So, anyways,
And this is why we're not going based on fails. I'd be
Oh.
level 4 by the end of the night.
It still fails,
Yeah.
but it should be a 6. There you go.
all right. So, you guys are still riding. It's about a 20-minute ride. So McSnizzle looks over at Moorine, and you've just put milk into a cup and given it to Estelle. Estelle, are you attempting to hide the fact that you're now sicker?
No, I'm old. Why would I hide shit?
Okay. So you're probably experiencing a high level of flatulence also now.
I was before the car ride.
Does anyone call Estelle out on her flatulence?
No, fun fact, since I'm half stone giant, it just sounds like 2 rocks scraping together.
It just smells normal
So,
for a cow, man. I'm just telling you.
So McSnizzle looks over at Essex and is like, So, dwarf man?
Yes.
Yes. So, perhaps you're looking forward to a nice shower once you fix up the tavern then, huh?
Well, I'm just ready for a home.
Ah.
I just call
So
my
you
own.
so you have no residence in Grandia then?
No, not in Grandia. No, not since I came over after my days in the militia.
Oh, the militia. With the Golian militia?
Absolutely. That's some very, very intense battles back there. That's why they called me the Iron Thorn. We held our ground.
Oh, well, I thank you for your service then.
Absolutely. After that, I became a mercenary, and not doing so hot.
Life is hard for the retired soldier, isn't it?
Apparently, nobody likes someone under 5 foot.
Yes. Well, I do know the ladies prefer a taller man.
The short kings, we got something to say.
Please tell me both Nyx and Darcerius are also 7 foot tall.
Darcerius was what 5 something
He's
5
5'10",
Yeah,
5'10",
this was
5'11",
5 something too.
ish.
Yeah.
Just shy of 6 feet.
And so McSnizzle says, so do you all know each other then?
I just go, yeah.
Some in passing.
I know.
Someone passing out.
Some in passing gas.
That's me.
That could be the same night.
So, friends of fortune then.
Or friends of death, more like.
Oh,
Friends
are
of
you all in
bad
debt?
Or friends who won the lottery.
Well,
Oh.
I mean, according to that slip of paper, I think we're out of debt, but now we have a shitty tavern. I mean, a great tavern.
Oh well, it's a good property. It's got good bones, I think. And yes, while it may not be great now, you could certainly turn it into something quite wonderful.
I know that realtor speak. Good bones mean shit.
Marine
no,
has good
no.
bones.
Yes.
I think it has excellent bones.
You know,
and-
if McSnizzle, if you seem to enjoy it, I'm certain we can all come to a good price to sell it to you. It seems like you enjoy it, so.
I agree. I
Well-
shall sell you my share as well. Only 100 gold. Let's go.
I'm afraid this property, once again, it's a tricky property, and it can only be passed on through inheritance. There's some caveats, I'm afraid. It is not a property that can be bought or sold.
I mean, I'll probably
Yeah.
die pretty soon.
What do you mean it can't be bought or sold?
Here again, there are rules that are unique to this property, and the caretaker will explain those. But yes, you are unable to purchase or sell this property.
Was that written in the fine print of anything we signed? If we had read it,
I sure the fuck didn't read it.
if we had read it, would we have seen this before?
No, I'm afraid the rules of this property are adjudicated in its ownership, and once again, once you inherit it, it's yours and yours alone, and until otherwise stated, I believe. Once again, I don't want to convolute. It's
You seem to know a lot more than you're willing to say, but you don't want to say.
Yeah, convolute away. my sir.
once again, I have second-hand knowledge of this property, and I don't
have
want to
no hand
mislead.
knowledge.
I certainly don't want to lead you astray in any way that would cause your demise or some ill
demise.
fate.
Why would a house or bar cause our demise?
Well, I mean,
Weird way
just
to phrase it.
as an example, I
would
don't
never give
mean
that
to.
example selling the place.
Well, I'm not selling it, am I? I'm only showing you to it. It's already
He's
yours.
simply
I don't need to sell it.
transferring-
I also wouldn't give
ownership.
that example there either, my sir.
Darcy, I'm sorry, I did not catch that.
You're simply transferring ownership, not selling.
That's correct. Yes,
Okay.
I'm just an instrument in the transition of ownership. Once again, our company is
Oh,
one that
you're a
handles
tool.
unique. Well, yes, aren't we all tools of something? I mean,
Well-
some are tools of Gola. Well, we're all tools of Gola, aren't we? And some are
Yes.
tools of corporations, and certainly my corporation is one that I work for, and I'm a tool for it. Hex 21, the branch that I manage, it's property specific. So yes, we're all tools. And then do y'all have any other like questions or conversations for McSnizzle or amongst each other during this time?
Would you like to meet one of my grandchildren?
Possibly. I always love meeting new people. Would your grandchildren be interested in some property?
Well, they might be interested in some dick.
Oh my god.
Well,
I lean
I'm
over
afraid
to
that
his like, I'm a very forward family.
I do have a special someone back in Grandia that I would like to remain faithful to.
That wasn't the question.
So you're a tool.
Yes, well, I mean, as we discussed, everyone's a tool. Yes, you're a tool. I'm a tool. Everyone's a tool. Everyone's a tool. You're a tool. Yes.
I just go to start staring out the window and looking at the birds.
Actually, Estelle, can I get you to roll on your Constitution?
Oh shit!
Cars.
Yeah.
I forgot. Yay, a 4. What the fuck is my rolls?
Yeah, I don't know.
We're all rolling like trash.
I told you, level
um,
4 today.
So you suddenly have the urge to vomit and cannot stop it.
I don't stop it. I don't even lean out the window. I just
Oh,
projectile out the window.
Oh,
Everyone roll Defy Danger on your dexterity, please.
oh boy. Dexterity plus.
deck 0.
Joel, what's your dex?
I know.
8.
I am hit the wrong shit here. I'm Dex is 1.
There you go. You got a 13, Joel.
Wow.
Yes, dude. Thanks. One good roll tonight. That was it. I don't
That's
get
it. I
my-
wasted it on you avoiding throw up.
I might die later, but I won't get throw up on me. All right.
Yeah. So Maureen, you get covered. Right?
Yeah,
Just
I
like
get
extra. Yeah. Saris, you dodge the throw up. Essex, you get some splatter like on you. Not a lot, but some splatter.
All right.
Yeah. And then then Nyx, you dodge it entirely.
So I just go, oh, look at the birds.
You fucking lady. That was gross.
Next time, try vomiting outside of the cart.
What happened?
Are we
Sorry,
there
I might have
yet?
had a few too many schnapps today.
Oh, actually, I should roll for McSnizzle too. McSnizzle needs to dodge this one way or another. So, advance order. What will McSnizzle do? 6, 1. Oh, McSnizzle gets covered too. Yeah.
I'd like to caveat
so-
I was facing him when I did it.
So McSnizzle, he just sort of like, he's in shock at first, and he's like, and then, in fact,
Should have let her walk.
okay, I was rolling to see if he also throws up.
Chain reaction.
Yeah, but he's covered. He's looking at Dean, he's like, and he looks around like there's nothing to wipe it off with, and he's just like,
I take off
No.
one of my 30 shawls and start wiping Maureen's face. You got a little something there.
Estella, are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Why?
Well, you just the vomit, and the everywhere.
Oh, it happens when you get up there in age. You'll throw up too.
Right. You see him. He's like kind of holding his hands out and just like dripping from him. He just doesn't know what to do. And then he sits in silence the rest of the ride. After that point,
I just start whistling.
and
at him.
I don't think he wants to
And,
be one of your grandkids now.
Hold on, can we knock off an hour since I just threw up half of the shit in me?
we can knock off we'll say 30 minutes or so, and then
okay.
you still just have 1 hour left because it's like a 20-minute ride. So, you guys start pulling up to the town of Brambleshire, and much like he said, it's just sort of this like quaint little town embedded in a forest. You know, handful of buildings, church in the middle. So you guys are pulling into town. You can see a few people milling about, just kind of doing their thing. But they're also not used to seeing such a nice cart, and so some heads are turning. They're like, "Oh, who's that? What's this?" And the cart sort of takes you through the town, towards the back of the town, and then sort of like in the very back of the town, sort of nestled right at the wood line. It pulls up on this large tavern, but it's run down. There's like a sign sort of just hanging off by like one piece of chain that vaguely reads Deadman's Tavern. There's a lot of overgrowth on the tavern, and it looks very dingy. The grass around it is all grown up, and there's a lot of weeds and whatnot. And there's just sort of like just dirt and soot everywhere. And the cart kind of comes to a halt. And McSnizzle's like, well, we're here finally, thank God.
That was a very long
So this-
20 minutes.
Yeah, yes, it was. It is the longest 20 minutes ride I think that I have ever been on. I'm afraid. But that aside, we're here at this property. It's yours now, and if you could all exit the cart now, we'll all get out here and yes, everyone out. Shoo.
I wait to get off until last,
Okay.
and as I do, I'm like, "Hey, McSnizzle!" Huh?
He flinches. And but no, he's getting off with you. He's not done with you yet. So he then after you get off follows behind. He says, "Yes, well, this is the property, and like I said, there's a bit of a squatter infestation problem. I'm to understand. I'm going to hang back here if you'd like to investigate. That's for you to do."
Squatters, eh?
Yeah, now you're confirming that they're squatters as in people.
He says, "Well, once again, I've just been told there's an infestation. That's the infestation is the word that was told to me. But
So then why did you
also
say squatters?
the well, like I said, the infestation that was said to me was conveyed in a way that like whatever was there wouldn't leave."
Well,
Okay.
So, and it's going to be about dusk, so it's getting later and the sun's going down, and so it's kind of a little bit dark, especially like at the tree line where the trees are casting shadow, on this property.
Well, if there's squatters to be taken care of, I guess I gotta get ready. I'm just gonna start pulling off all of my shawls and stuff.
I rub a little milk in my hands, and then I touch Essex's back. Nope, that doesn't do shit either, man. I can't roll.
Oh wow!
Damn it,
Hey,
man. My one good roll was on dodging vomit.
What were you trying to do?
Give him a +1 forward on damage.
Yeah. Okay.
Doesn't do shit. I forget
So
it.
your milk is
I
just
forget
still
it, Michael. It's gone.
it's still spoiled. And maybe that cookie had more of an effect than we realized.
Mhm.
So on your next roll, you'll take a disadvantage.
Sounds good.
As
Yep.
she does that, and I finally drop my last shawl and remove my heavy robe, you realize underneath I'm completely jacked, and I'm carrying a large steel shield on my back.
You have a what on your back?
A steel shield.
Okay.
My knuckles are also wrapped in padding, and in like a bandolier belt style, I just have 10 slippers just across my front.
Does anyone exclaim surprise or interest in?
I choose to kick the door in.
Okay, yeah, let's roll a
I'm
strength
going
roll.
straight into it, baby. Okay, sorry. All right, yeah, I just kick the door in.
with the strength roll.
All right. +2. Got it. $11.
Yeah, you're gonna kick the crap out of that door. All right, so you kick the door in, and the very moment that the door is kicked in, you're greeted by like an angry horde of rat men. There is 6 of them, and like I said, like you've disturbed, like they were already in there just like doing their thing, and then as soon as you do, they're like, but the force at which you kick the door in sends it flying towards at least one of the rat men. We'll say maybe the one in the center. So go ahead and roll some damage.
Absolutely.
There's 6, right, Michael? You said.
Yes, there are 6 rat men.
9.
Okay, all right. So the lead rat man of the 6 takes the 6 damage, and it knocks him back onto his ass. And let's see.
I'm just gonna shout, "Get the hell out! The new owners are in."
So, and then everyone just go, and they sort of start to like, encircle. They move past the one that's just been knocked down by the door, and he's starting to get back up, but the other 5 move into circle in front of him, brandishing their weapons. And so, at this point, hello, why are we not doing the things that I tell you to do? Yeah. Nothing? There we go. So, what do you guys want to do?
Who goes next?
Whoever
So,
acts.
yeah. So whoever acts next at this point, like so
Go for it.
Essex goes to kick the door in. Who's following right behind?
I got it. I'm bumbling in.
All right.
So I see the rat man and I yell, "Be gone! This is our house!" I grab my udders and I start shooting milk at him, and it hits.
Hell yeah.
I do take a disadvantage, Michael, though. Oh, I gotta
And so
take a
roll-
disadvantage.
roll-
Roll twice anyway now.
Yeah.
So same thing. All right.
All right. So we posit that there's 5. So of the 5, obviously you'd have sort of like 1 in the center,
Yep.
2 in the wings. Where are you aiming?
We're aiming at the one right in front of me in the center.
Okay. All right. And then roll your damage.
5.
Okay. All right. And these are Mujik missiles.
They are Mujik missiles. They are. They are utterly fantastic.
Utterly fantastic Mujik missiles.
So when they
Yeah,
come
so
out, the
you-
milk goes into like hard forms and shoots right into them and pierces them.
So it's like calcified milk.
Yes,
You're
exactly.
shooting with butter.
Oh God!
Yeah.
You better believe it.
Yeah. So these straight out of the udders, these sort of like calcified milk spikes shoot and embed themselves in the rat's chest, like, and you can see it kind of recoil from the attack, and then the others, in response to his hiss, also just hiss again. Also, so you just hear a symphony of and spitting, and then they all sort of start to charge the door because the door only facilitates so many people at a time. So basically, like Essex and Maureen are right in the door. Everyone else kind of still outside at the moment. And as these things are rushing the door, who acts next?
I'm gonna volley one of my slippers at the closest one.
Okay. So you're gonna have to volley past the sort of Essex and Maureen in the entrance of the door.
Mm-hmm. And using
so,
the thrower with volley with a thrown weapon, I can use strength instead of dex.
Okay. But so because you're having to bypass them and not hit them.
If I'd like to add, he's much taller than I am. Those shoes are just
But
going whizzing right by.
But Maureen is tall. Maureen also at the 7 foot. So like Maureen's barely clearing the doorway, right?
Mhm.
So I guess I would say just roll with disadvantage since you're trying to throw past people blocking the doorway.
I already am. Am I rolling double disadvantage?
Yeah, I guess roll 3 and worse to 3.
Fucking whiff.
Yeah. So Maureen, let me get you to roll a defy danger on your dexterity.
Give me a second, Michael. I'm almost there.
Yeah.
Not sure I like how you said that. Oh, Mike, I'm almost there.
Yeah, it took me a second to get the dice working again. Nope.
Yeah. So then if Estelle could just roll some damage on Maureen.
Oh, 1 damage.
Armor.
Well, that's
not,
lucky at least.
It's not magic, is it? It's just like a normal throw.
Yeah, it's just physical attack.
Slipper.
Okay.
So it just bounces off Maureen's like broad back, and then so after that, then what is Nyx doing?
Nyx. They have not cleared the door, correct? They're still charging the door.
Yeah, I mean you could push your way in. I mean, like it's all happening. So like rounds happen in about 6 seconds, right? So
that's 0 happening. I'll step to the side and wait for them to come outside.
okay, and then Darceris.
Is there a way I can get in and get to like a a corner of a room?
Yeah, so if you want to roll on Dex, you can roll basically like sort of squeeze past quickly and get into the room for good positioning.
Okay.
Yeah, hell yeah, you do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to stay more on the unobserved style.
Okay, so you're gonna like hug the walls more.
Yes. And
Okay.
then I'm
So
going
you slip in the room unnoticed, completely unnoticed, and are sort of in the shadows at the moment.
Okay. Can I take attack
yeah.
still, or is that my turn?
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, you rolled quite well, so.
Okay, so I'm going to shoot one of them with my hand crossbow.
All right.
How does it? Is it just? Well, would that be
On your
dexterity?
dex. Yeah.
Oops, sorry. Type it right.
All right.
Okay.
And then also go ahead and roll your damage because you're.
Would that be considered an unaware creature?
Yes, because you're in the shadows.
Okay, so it does max damage of 8. Does any unaware creatures that take max damage from me, as per my class?
Gotcha. All right. So, and which one? So, like I said, there's sort of like there's one in the center back, one in the center front, and then 2 on each wing. Where are you looking to?
I'll take the wing that's closest to me.
Okay. Did you dart left or right when you went in the room?
I went right.
Okay. So you're taking the one on the most right of the wing, and what kind of ammunition is it?
It just is hand crossbow, reload.
Okay, so it's just a regular crossbow bolt.
Yes.
Okay. And where were you aiming?
Generally more towards the neck, like the artery in the neck, just to
Yeah.
kill as
All right,
quick
cool.
as possible.
So you catch it. You miss the neck, but you do get it right through like the cheek. So it goes through like both cheeks, and it's sort of like halfway through, like it's partway through its mouth, and it knocks it back a little bit when you hit it. But the one directly beside it is then now acutely aware of your position.
Okay.
And seeing you, he immediately throws like one of his like scimitar style swords at you, and if you'll roll a defy danger on your dex.
Okay. Eight's on the board.
All right. So what happens is it sort of grazes you, so it doesn't hit you fully, but it catches you across like the top of the shoulder, and you'll take half damage from it. So it's doing 7 damage, and so you'll take 3.
Okay. Then how does armor and all that work?
So you'll deduct your armor from that. So
Okay.
if you have like 1 armor, then it would be 2. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
The only thing that
So-
doesn't affect is special stuff like fire.
Or magic.
Yeah. So
sometimes.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like fireballs and stuff. Your armor won't matter. So all right.
Or music missiles.
Mujic misses. So back to Essex. What are you up to here?
I'm going to slam my warhammer into the closest rat to me.
Okay, let's do this. All right.
Is that the one with the I hit with the magic missiles?
So let's do this. 1 rat man, 2 rat men,
Beautiful.
Just for a diagram. So, this guy up here. Let's do this. That guy's had the door. This guy's had the Mujik missiles. This guy over here had the crossbow. Right? So, for reference. All right. And so, sorry, which one are you going for, Essex?
The one with the Mujik missiles.
Okay, so still the center.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then let's roll an attack.
11.
All right. Yeah, let's attack him.
10 damage.
Whew.
Okay.
There's the rolls.
How do you want to kill him?
You know what? I'm gonna make an example out of him. So I'm just going to slam down on the top of his head, letting just blood and brain matter squirt everywhere, and I'm just gonna let out a bloodthirsty roar.
Okay, all right. Yeah, so yeah, you bring it down, and I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen a mouse in a mouse trap, but kind of like that with a hammer instead. Squish him down right on the ground, and sort of like brain matter and fur go everywhere, as his whole body comes careening to the ground. The other rat men seeing this, you can see now that there's certainly a level of like caution to them. I can't grab this. The other ones, like I said, are exuding a little bit of a caution. Now, the two over here to the side are more engaged with Darceris. So more it's the other three that are sort of like backing up a little bit now. The one is fully recovered. Well, not fully recovered, but he's gotten up from being knocked down by the door.
He got up again.
I got knocked down, but I got up again.
Yeah. So Maureen, what's happening?
We're just gonna keep Mujik missiling it then. There's nothing else better to do. So we're gonna Mujik missile the one on the right that got hit by the crossbow.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Roll for it. Oh, Maureen.
It's real tonight.
Yeah. So, Maureen, your udder glands get clogged.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah. And so you're going to take some internal damage from your Mujik missiles because they can't come out. What's the normal damage on your Mujik missile?
2d4.
Yeah, just go ahead and roll that against yourself.
Of course.
Yep. And that'll be internal damage, so that'll ignore armor.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, have you moved out of the way of the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
I scooched to the side so I could get a better shot on the one with the neck.
Yeah, sure. But now you have some internal complications. It's the kidney stone of the udders. Yeah. Estelle, what's happening? The doorway is free. What are you doing?
I'm gonna walk in with a long stride, and Darceris went to the right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
I'm just gonna walk in and punch that guy.
Which one?
The one in the middle left.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Should deck you in the schnoz.
Yeah. Let's have a roll for it.
Ooh.
An 8. I'll take it.
Okay. All right. So you're walking up to him to punch him. Go ahead and roll your damage.
6 damage.
All right. How do you punch him?
Like, sit down, young man. I'm assuming I'm taller than him. I'm gonna punch him in the top of the head.
Yeah. I mean, these are like 4 foot tall.
Ooh, actually.
Yeah. So yeah. You punch him in the mouth. You definitely knock him back a little ways. But also the one to the far left, taking the opportunity, goes and lunges for you, if you could roll me 2d6 on your dex for a defy danger with disadvantage.
Hey, to stretch this thing out further. There we go.
That's what she said.
Aha! 5.
Yep. And so he brings his sword down on you while you're in the process of punching the other one, dealing
Well, that's just rude.
3 damage, so not too bad. And
I'll deal with you next.
while
young
that's
man.
and he feels victorious. I mean, it's not a lot of damage, but like he feels victorious. And you can see like he gives sort of like a rallying cry, like while it's going on. And so
in his mouth.
yeah, it's Nyx. What are you doing now? The door's been freed.
All right, so the door is clear. I'm gonna step through the door. All right, so one of these is taking missiles. One
The
of these-
missile one's dead.
Okay, that one's completely
Yeah.
dead.
The
And
one on
then-
the far right is taking a crossbow to the neck. The one in the middle left just got punched in the head, and the one in the back got smacked by a door.
Awesome. All right. So I'm going to walk up to the one that she's currently punching. And I'm going to grab it by the face and impale it with my my rings that are on my hands because they're spiked. And I'm
Okay,
gonna do
roll
damage
an attack.
So, all right, and that would be what? 2d6 or 1d6?
2d6. What's your
36 on probably your strength, I imagine.
Strength. All right, so strength
Yeah.
is that right there. Hey, holy shit! Sweet. So that's happening. And
Did,
that's touch.
Was there a roll?
Yeah, I rolled. It said 5 plus 6 is 11. It's on the chat box for me.
Oh, weird. I don't have it.
Says Nyx.
Okay.
Well, that's weird. It did happen. I'll screenshot it and send it to you if you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, I heard the whoop noise. Do you guys see it?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
that's
So
weird.
I can roll, but you can't see. Let me do it again and see if you can see it. Can you see that one?
No.
No.
What?
I don't, hold on. So hold on. So I do see it. So I see it on my GM screen, but I don't see it on.
Oh, it
because
says
you're rolling
2
to the
GM.
GM only.
I declicked it. Yeah, okay. I unclicked it. So we'll go with the first
but
one. That's
I
11.
see you. I see it.
That was
I got
weird.
it. I got it.
That was weird as
Yeah.
hell. All right, my bad. I'm telling you, this tablet is F, guys. One of these days, I'm gonna get a computer. It's much better.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, 'cause I'm looking at the rolls on my other screen because I have the music and stuff up on this one screen, so I'm can't look at both at the same time. So,
Alright.
but yeah, so I look. But yes, all right. And so roll some damage.
I did. It's a 3 damage, and when I do that, I gain that much life because I got over a 10 on that roll. So not that I'm
Okay.
hurt. But
Yeah. So yeah, you do some slight damage to it after it's just been punched. So it's sort of like, once again, it's all kind of happening at the same time. So if we were to paint the scene, Estelle punches him. The other rat is bringing its sword down on Estelle as he's punching, or as she's punching him, and then you come in right behind and punch the other one again. So it's like the 1-2 punch on the one while Estelle's also getting
I
attacked.
think it's more like a slap, like an open hand slap to the face, and you see like, because I'm drawing blood, right? So I would feel like he goes pale or shrivels up a little bit.
Yeah, but it's not a lot of blood, right? It's a pretty small amount. It's just 3 damage.
Yep.
So you're an overstated mosquito, really, at this point. So all right, but yeah, you give him a nice little slap, draw some blood from him as it's happening. Now, would anyone else be aware that that's what's happening, or is that only you're aware of that?
I mean, I would say only I'm aware of it at the moment.
Yeah, because I feel like it's a move that would be subtle enough to where people wouldn't know that that's what's happening.
I agree.
I feel like I wouldn't know
Um,
what's happening, but I would definitely notice there's a man in front of me now.
Yeah. Darceris, what are you doing?
So are the rats fully aware of me?
At least these two on the side are for sure.
So if I hit the other three, they would have the unaware condition, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit the one in the backpack.
Okay.
Door one.
We like it in the back.
We're all about the back here. Just an air, but it's good enough.
Actor lover.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, roll, yes.
Okay.
Somebody's
Okay.
rolling well tonight.
So
With us, please.
and since he's unaware, full damage of 8,
Okay. All right.
aiming for the jugular.
And
again.
and he will die. So you're going for the neck then?
Yes.
Yeah. So you unleash the bolt. It goes right through his neck, and you can see like blood spatter and maybe even like a little bit of stringy like vein come out with it. And he is unaware for half a second. Turns at you with like an angered face, and then just falls down to the ground. And then he dies.
There we go.
Poor Barry. He had no clue.
Never had a chance.
Was that fucking
Yeah.
Oh!
But so in that meantime, these other two are going to come closer to you and sort of start encircling you, because you just shot their buddy dead. So, can I come over here? It's like football now.
Omaha.
Blue,
like
42.
Madden.
Blue, 42.
Yeah. So now, as this is going on, let me get, let's see. Let me get Nyx to defy some danger for me
Okay.
on your dicks.
Huh.
Nicks on your dicks. I mean, decks. What?
Yeah, sure. Hey.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah. So this guy here was trying to come around and flank you from behind while you were punching this guy. Goes to make a swing. How do you dodge it?
I just say I'd leap back, like towards
Okay.
the door where I came in.
All right. But I mean, they're like fully in the room, so you wouldn't make it back to the door, but you can head back that direction. if
No,
that's
but
what
I'd
you're
be in
looking
that
for.
direction.
Yeah. And then also let me get Estelle to roll a defy danger for me.
Dex, I'm assuming.
You can roll on strength if you want.
Ooh.
Still disadvantage.
5.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Estelle's
Um,
not much of a dodger.
So the one that you punched, and then Nyx also punched, in sort of a fit of rage, bites down on your arm and just like clamps down, and doesn't want to let go. You take 2 damage as it clamps down on your arm, but like holds on fiercely in the process.
So you're saying he's attached to me?
Yes, he's attached to you.
Dude.
Yeah. All right. Now, we're gonna come back to Essex.
Yes.
What are you doing?
How close am I to the door that I kicked in?
A little bit of a ways, because there's 2 dead rat bodies.
Okay,
around
okay,
it.
so that's where it gotcha. I'm going to go up to the door, and I'm going to pick it up.
Okay. Are you wanting to
And-
do something with it?
Yes, I'm going to hit the. Let me find where's that ping. Yes.
Okay. Well, first let's roll a
Yes,
dex to get in there
roll-
quickly
yeah.
and get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dex is +1. Dex is 12.
Yeah. So you dash in there, pick it up, no problem.
Yeah. Now I'm going to hit the rats off to the right side.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, my friend.
No. Yeah. All right. So are you gonna? So one now is like I said, because they're moving to get towards
Yes.
Sarah. So one is here and one is here. So which one are you going for?
I'll go. Oh, God. Yeah, one over here.
Okay. All right. Roll an attack.
Yep. 7.
All right. And how do you want to attack? Well, go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah. Damage with my fury. Strength through damage. Damage is +2. 12 damage. And I'm kind of just chucking it right at it.
Okay. So are you throwing it, or are you just like you're like shield bashing?
Yeah, throwing, chucking it right at the rat.
Okay. So you chuck it at the rat. It hits him. You definitely hear like bones crack when it happens. It doesn't seem to kill him, but it definitely is like he's not doing good at all, right? So it hits him, knocks him down. Him and the door just kind of go flying off a little bit. But the other rat, seeing this happen, this guy, he immediately turns and lunges at you, both swords drawn. If you could roll a defy danger on your dexterity for me.
Sure thing. Dexterity. +1. Seven.
So he's going to glance you with his swords drawn. So he's like I said, he's lunging. He's going for your body. You sort of sidestep it, and he only mildly gets you maybe across the side for 1 damage.
Okay.
So the damage rolls are low tonight too, so that's a blessing. So really, not really getting you at all. I imagine. I assume you have some level of armor.
Yes. And yeah, well, I've got 1 armor, so I guess I had no damage then.
Yeah. So it glances off your armor as he lunges over at you.
I'm just gonna laugh in his face.
Yeah, of course. Estelle, what are you doing?
I'm going to be massaging myself.
Sorry, Murray.
I'm going to be massaging my udders and trying to cleanse them. And
Okay.
it will be okay. So I heal 6.
Oh, nice. Yeah. You managed to clear the blockage and heal your wounds from the damage. From
But
your
I
udders.
attract unwanted attention, Michael.
Yeah. So this guy's hurt that guy. So this guy's attached on that guy. You attract mild amounts of unwanted attention. Everyone else is pretty engaged, so they kind of like notice you, but like as engaged as they are with everyone else, you're sort of a secondary target at this point. So then Estelle, what are you up to?
There's a rat attached to my arm. I proclaim. Be like, ooh, I have an idea. And I'm just going to raise my arm so his feet dangle off the ground.
Okay.
I'm going to headbutt him.
Okay, yeah, roll an attack.
Can I get advantage since he's stuck to me?
Yes. So you'll just roll
only roll once.
Normal, right? your advantage negates the disadvantage.
Ho ho!
Oh yeah. Roll some damage.
2. I punched myself in the face with a rat.
You headbutt him, but your massive arm is slightly in the way, and so you don't get him well, but it's enough that he'll drop off of you, right? So you headbutt him, and he kind of lets go, so that the force isn't as great as he drops to the ground, and then as soon as he drops to the ground, he starts to scramble towards Maureen. So he hits the ground running.
Can I try to make a reactionary dex to step on his tail?
No, but I will allow Nyx, because Nyx is right there with you, to do something if he wants.
Sweet. I'm going to create a. I'm going to create a short sword, about 3 feet, about 3 foot long, out of my own blood, real quick,
Okay.
and I'm going to impale it.
Ah,
Okay.
And
Roll
you
an
gonna
attack.
impale the rat with it?
Yep.
Okay.
it's
Okay.
supposed to be inside of you.
Now, he's running away from where you are, so you can take advantage on that.
Oh, great. And would I be doing that on strength or dex?
Strength.
So I do get to take an advantage, though.
Yeah.
Oh, that works.
Best of 2 rolls.
Oh, best of 2? Oh, we'll take the 8.
Okay. So, what are you trying to do?
I'm going
how are you
to-
attacking?
I'm just going to stab it in the back.
Okay. And then roll some damage.
And when I use blood weapons, I get to roll 2d6.
Okay.
Well, that didn't make any difference. So 4. I'm just a really pissed off mosquito today.
Yeah. So you stab it in the back, and then your weapon breaks after that, correct?
Yes, after the first connection, if I'm holding the weapon, so every time I create one of these, I lose 2 life, 2 hit points.
Yeah.
But if I'm still touching the weapon when I stab something, I gain a hit point back. If I throw it, I do not gain life.
Okay. So you stab it. The weapon breaks. It sort of immediately goes and it sort of stumbles and it keeps running though. But in the meanwhile, this other one that attacked you before sees an opportunity and goes for you. So if you could roll 2d6 on your dex for defy danger.
Hell yes.
Nice.
Yeah, another swing and a miss. He goes for you, but he cannot get you. You're a wily bastard. So Darceris, what's happening?
So the one that ran after Essex would be considered unaware, or no?
Let's see. Yes.
The right question is, would he be unaware of you?
He ran after Essex.
Yeah, I'm probably right around here.
Yeah. Well, no, well, they've moved, right? So you'd be more like in this area because you ran over here for this guy, and
Or if they're swarming me here,
You
I'd probably be right around here.
yeah. But so Essex attacked this guy, and then in turn, this other guy was going for Essex.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I would say he was focused on Essex and unaware of what you're doing at the moment.
Okay, so I'm gonna lunge toward him. And as I'm doing that, I have a folding sword, and I'm gonna unfold it and strike.
Okay. Yeah. Roll an attack.
Oh, helps if I type it right. Damn.
Oh no. Yeah. So as you go to make your attack, you make him aware because your attack is not as full as you'd like it to be. So as soon as he becomes aware of you, he immediately turns for an attack. If you'll roll 2d6 on dex for defy danger for me. All right. So he's going to attack and glance you a little bit.
Okay.
You will take 3 damage as he sort of makes a swing and just kind of like grazes you
Are
a
we
bit.
rounding up or rounding down?
Rounding up. Yeah.
Okay.
So 2.5 would become 3. Yeah. Always in favor of the monster. Sorry. But if you, same thing. If the monster takes half damage from you, then we'll round up on that as well. So yeah, he's slicing at you, and then we come back around to Essex.
Yeah. So now the rat has turned away from me, correct?
Yes.
I'm just gonna cold cock him with the side of my hammer onto the back of his neck.
Okay.
Wanna-
So you can do an attack with advantage because there is the other rat in the room. So
I'll just take that 12.
yeah, and roll some damage.
Uh-huh. Six.
Okay. And you'll finish this guy off. How do you want to do it?
So I guess I was just kind of going for the blunt end of the warhammer, but I guess I'm just gonna impale into his spine.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I mean, you right through him. You know, there's the breaking, the cracking, and the piercing, and he's splattered. He's rat pizza. Poor Master Splinter. As you just demolish him. Yeah, all over the place. And he will be down. So this guy, he is no more. And then Maureen.
All right. We're going to try to just magic isn't working for me. We're going to go up and smack him with my staff.
Okay, you go for the one that's coming for you.
Yes, and I don't do shit.
Oh my god. Yeah. So
It's been great rolls tonight.
Man.
It happens.
Yeah. So you miss entirely.
Oh, yeah.
And then let's do Defy Danger, but with some disadvantage.
On
Dex.
six.
Yep. And so the Ratman jumps in the air, lunging at you. Two hands on one weapon, bringing him down on you. 4 damage as it strikes you across the chest.
Okay.
Yep. And then Estelle, what's happening?
Marine, don't forget, you're not a fighter. I'm gonna. So the other rat is still in front of us, right? Or in front of me?
Yeah.
All right. As I'm saying that, I'm just gonna like broadly swipe my shield at him, try to tag him on the head.
Okay, yeah, roll an attack. Because
Five.
that's the one that's attempting to attack Nyx. So yeah, roll me a Defy Danger on your Dex.
Me?
Yeah, and you still have disadvantage. So
4.
yep. And so this guy swipes at your very handsomely toned calves with his sword.
No.
And does 3 damage. So probably not a lot of damage to your rock hard calves, but a little something maybe.
Honest to God,
as
I'm
he's,
still feeling pretty great.
as he's swiping at you. So while he's doing that, Maureen.
Yes.
No, we got me. Oh, sorry, Maureen. We did you. Sorry,
Already
lost my
went
train of thought. Yeah. We're on Nyx. Sorry, Nyx.
I'm going to create a short sword again.
Okay.
I'm going to hit that same rat. So let's roll that. You said spring. Did it turn towards me, or is it still facing?
So it's slashing. Currently, it is just slashed Estelle.
So would I have advantage on that, or no?
Is there not, yeah, you can have advantage because there's no other ones right there by you, and it's mid action.
Well, I'll take that. That's a
Okay.
10. That's happening. All right.
Roll some damage.
I'm gonna roll 2d6. Yeah, that's better. 6
Okay.
damage.
And how do you attack him?
Going right for his middle of his back.
Okay, yeah. So you slice across his back, and he kind of falls to the ground, and then rolls in this direction, like this. And you know, he's not doing great, but he's still you know, battle ready to whatever degree. And then Darceris.
Okay,
do you
so the one that was attacking me is dead. So
So you're still over here by this one that was attacked, that was hit by the door and not doing well. Who's here?
is he still on the ground?
He will have gotten up by this point, but he's just gotten up.
Okay, so I'm gonna slash him with my sword.
Okay. Roll an attack.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you roll some damage.
I actually have to roll damage this time. Come on.
Cool.
I'll take max damage still though.
Yeah, you'll murder the crap out of him. So tell me how you do it.
So I'm actually gonna go and just stab right center chest. Go for the heart.
So like right through the sternum, kind of.
Yep.
Yeah. So you do. I mean, do you want to describe the scene or?
It's actually I would say fairly clean in comparison to most of these deaths. It's more of a quick in and out. Very
yeah.
clean, very
Some of us are showers, and some of us are
Nonchalant.
growers.
very nonchalant.
So yeah, you just like with precision, just like into the heart and back out again, and he just falls to the ground.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, and he just dies, falls over. All right, dead. Essex, what are you doing?
Everything's dead around me. Is there one or two left?
There's two left. So there's one over here by Moorine.
Okay.
So it's his current position is right around here where Moorine is, and then there's the other one who's right over here, who's like sort of like tumbled out of the way after being stabbed.
Okay, the one in front by Marine, I'm going to just throw my hammer at it.
Okay, yeah. Roll.
Next. Right.
Yep.
Volley. Yeah. Okay. Texas +1. 6.
Yep. That's not good.
No.
In fact, Moorine, can you roll a defy danger for me on your dexterity? Great. Essex, can you roll damage on Marine for me?
Yeah. Seven.
Okay. Yeah, Marine, you get bludgeoned by a hammer.
Fair enough.
You know, kind of out of nowhere to whatever degree. And then it's your go. What do you want to do?
All right, we're gonna try music missiling this last guy too, just as we're pissed at him. Yay!
Okay. All right, roll some damage.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. So you music missile, and he's going to die. So how do you do it? Like where do the calcified spikes go?
Right into his chest,
Okay. Yeah.
and they go
and
in
they
one
manage-
side and out the back.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, they go in one side out the other, sort of tearing him asunder, and falls to the ground, dead, deceased. He gone. So what's happening though is over here, this one that's over here on this side, he's now realized this is a lost cause. So as he's sort of tucked and rolled, he's going to continue running, but as he's running, he chucks a dagger in your direction, Marine. Could you roll a defy danger on Dex for me?
Yep.
Yeah. So the dagger does hit you, and you take 5 damage from the dagger.
Oh.
It's probably one of the best damage rolls they rolled all night. As it sticks, the dagger hits you in the udder.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Insult.
And he continues to make a run for the exit at this point. So Estelle, what are you doing?
How far past me is he? Does he have to run past me?
Well, he's already run past you. He got hit in the back, and he sort of tucked and rolled.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna whip a slipper off my belt and huck it at the back of his head.
gonna whip a
Okay.
slipper.
Do they have lead soles? These slippers?
No, but they do have bladed fronts.
Okay. Yeah. So let's get a dex roll on that. Oh,
Hey,
you can throw with strength, can't you? Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, and then roll some damage.
5 damage.
Cool. Yeah. So and you said it's bladed.
Yep.
Yeah. So the slipper hits him in the back, and he sort of stumbles and falls to the ground. And it'll take him like a minute to get up. He's definitely bleeding, and he's not doing great. You throw out your hip a little bit though when that happens. Yeah. And you take 6 internal damage. Jeez.
Ooh.
Yeah. And you kind of like stumble a little bit from throwing out your hip. So then Nyx, what are you up to?
I'm going to create a blood spear.
Jeez.
I'm going to chuck it at it.
All right.
And we throw with strength or dex.
Dex.
Of course.
Yeah. So you throw and it's a miss. And we'll pause it on your 6 that it took a little extra blood to like create this one because it's a larger object and you did it in a hurry. So take an additional like 2 damage for the creation of the object.
Sure.
And then this guy is continuing to make his run. Darceris, what are you doing?
I'm going to aim crossbow and
Okay.
shoot. Would this be considered unaware, as he's simply running and not looking back?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Ooh.
Okay.
Holy truck nuts.
So that would be max damage, and
Yeah, and it will kill him. So tell me how it happens.
I'm going for where the spine meets the neck, maiming right
Okay.
there.
Okay. So you just want to sever basically the connection between the spine and the neck.
Yes.
Yeah. So the bolt grazes right across the back of his neck. Initially, if you were just untrained and looking, it just looks like it misses him, right? Because the bolt just keeps sailing on by, and then he takes like 2 or 3 more steps and then just falls over. Yeah. And then
Lord.
with that, all of the rat men are dead.
I'm gonna start folding everything and hiding everything back in my clothing.
Oh, Marine, be a sweetheart and get me some milk. My bones did more damage to me than these youngsters.
I'm going to spend a few minutes just soaking in some blood.
I'd like to loot the bodies.
You, yeah, okay. Roll discern realities on wisdom for me.
Wisdom. Nothing. Six.
You find several tufts of hair. You find some
A
rocks.
gently used condom.
You find a gently used sheep's skin. some whiskers, but nothing of any great value.
You say of great value. When you have nothing, something is always something.
Pretty sure
Sure.
a gently used condom will cause psychological damage.
Did you say, Nix, that are you touching some of these dead bodies?
I am touching the blood,
Okay.
not specifically the bodies, just the blood on the
Okay. Okay. Does it? Let me get you all to roll discern realities other than Nix
On
Good.
on wisdom.
I'm a little worried about my hip.
oh my god, that's D4s. Never mind. Hold on a second, Michael.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. All right. So, we'll say only really Marine notices this with a 10.
Still
Did you
got a
notice
10 too.
Nix?
Mm-mm. My
Oh,
first was a 3.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. You notice Nix spending a decent amount of time like touching blood on the ground.
All
Now
right.
it's your choice whether to say anything or not, but you notice it anyways. Okay.
At one
and,
point, I also touched the blood on the ground and put a cross on my forehead.
Not at 11:29. We don't say anything at 11:29.
yeah. So with all the rat men sort of disposed of, McSnizzle, hearing that the commotion has died down, kind of peeks his head in the door and he says, "Oh, good, you're all still alive. Oh, rat men. Yes, I guess that was an infestation. Nasty business. But it seems as though you've dispatched them with a fair amount of ease. You don't look too worse for wear."
Can't you see me holding my hip?
Look at my udders.
Yes.
They're clogged.
Oh, whoa, that sounds unfortunate. But I'm sure if you just drink some water or something, I'm sure that'll clear right up.
I need more
Um,
cookies.
Because, well, it looks like you've secured the property, and I'm sure after you meet the caretaker and have a conversation with them and figure everything out, you might have more questions for me. Here's my card, and he flips out like a piece of wood that has his address and information in Grandia, and he says, "And who's the most responsible here?"
I grab it from him and I hand it to my little spirit servant by me, so it's just floating in the air, like following me wherever I walk now. Just to
Okay.
freak him out. Just to freak him out.
He's well,
It's invisible,
That's
by the
unique.
way. It's an invisible little spirit, and it just holds whatever.
okay. What
I
does it
hold.
look like?
It's invisible.
Okay.
Doesn't look like it can look like anything. It's an invisible
so he says,
spirit
"Oh."
that can do nothing but carry items.
Okay. Yeah. He's like, "Oh, that's something, isn't it?" Anyways, like I said, should you have more questions, and I imagine you will, come and find me. I've got some business to attend to back in town, so toodles. And he walks off. And as you're all sitting there, surrounded by the rat men in this sort of dingy, dank tavern, sort of out of the ground, out of the wood flooring, there pops character. You guys find it? Where is my thing? Nope. So the wood starts forming and taking shape in front of you, and my thing will let me click things.
And out
Maybe.
pops rock legend Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, rock legend. Well,
Bite the
for
head
the
off
sake
a
of time,
rat.
anyways. So you here we go. Maybe. Why are we being stupid? Anyways, yeah, you see sort of it looks like a man, but it has all of its hair and body are made of wood, and its clothing sort of woodish in texture, and the this sort of woodman, looks at all of you and he says, "Welcome to the Deadman's Tavern. They call me Woody. I'm the caretaker of the tavern, and I'd like to congratulate you on acquiring this establishment. Just a quick point of business before we get any further. You must know that you must continually stock this tavern with money, or else you will die."
Wait.
And then we'll just close there.
Oh, look, it's 4:30. Time for my nap.
And we'll pick up there next week.
All right.
From that point.
Do we heal by next week, Michael?
No, because we'll pick up right away. So I mean, you'll have time to heal after probably the explanation and whatever, but
Fair enough.
We'll resolve that in the time to come. So real quick, thank you guys for playing. Looking forward to where this all goes and what shenanigans we get into. Thanks to the stream for whoever popped by. And we will see you guys next week.